Welcome back to the question and answer session. I've seen questions have come in. Thick and curious. We have a question from one parent asking, my child often loses confidence when they don't understand a topic quickly. How does this program help rebuild that confidence? And that's exactly what Fanisi Academy, which I actually created, solves. Okay. The lessons in Fanisi are broken into small chunks, into short chunks which are easy to digest, so that concepts come into small bits that the child can internalize so that the confidence is not lost. And they can rewind and practice questions over and over again until they grasp a concept. And then confidence naturally grows. Another question, there are so many resources out there. How do we know this one really prepares for the Cambridge IGCSE exams? Fanisi Online is based specifically on Cambridge 0580 syllabus. 0580 called International GCSE for Cambridge. And it's grounded on that. The lessons are based on that. The topics are based on that. And that is, it also takes into account the changes in that particular syllabus. For example, the current emphasis in non-calculator. So the Fanisi lessons have questions geared for non-calculator and understanding of a concept, and also the calculator part. It's very important that these issues about a syllabus are known. Know your child's syllabus and know what are the current changes. For Cambridge, one paper is now purely non-calculator with equal weight to the calculator paper, and both have to be passed. And then we also have the distinction between extended part syllabus and core syllabus. The extended syllabus is for your child. If your child wants to do engineering, you want to get grades A star to C. Okay, those particular syllabus goes more in depth and is more demanding. The core syllabus is just to satisfy the university conditions of getting at least a grade C, because most universities world over want a grade C. So the core syllabus is for students who are aiming for grade C and below. The Fanisi Online lessons focus on extended. So any child who wants to do core will also benefit. There'll be a few questions which will be a bit slightly too out of their, but it will be mentioned in all the teaching. So it's suitable for both, maybe for extended or core Cambridge syllabus. Okay, it can also work for other syllabuses like EdExcel and also AQA. Okay. Another question is, my son gets distracted while studying online. How is this different from free YouTube videos? This is the biggest problem now, problems that both teachers and parents have. The issue of homework. And AI has kicked in, where you think a child is doing homework and actually is using AI to answer the questions. So teachers waste a lot of time marking what the child has not internalized. Okay? Or sometimes you think your child is studying in a room, you say, I'm doing my homework, but he's already distracted from other things. Now, Fanisi tackles that issue by trying to get every lesson to build on the other, so that once one finishes one particular concept, it leads to the next. This tends to keep their attentions locked. Of course, it is not foolproof. There's also the issue of self-discipline that is expected and a bit of parental supervision that must be there. But it still does not remove the fact that it's more personalized, it's more individual, and when your child gets serious, he wants to pass, online tuition is best. And of course, Fanisi Online would be one of your good choices. Now the other question, what if my daughter is already good in maths? Will she still benefit? Absolutely. If she's good at maths, when it's online to enable your child to look at the syllabus and stay ahead of the teacher. A child who stays ahead of the teacher, in most cases, learns faster and better. It's like a repeat learner. The teachers can introduce a topic which already the child has an idea. She can ask better questions, more informed questions. She'll be more confident. She'll impress her peers and will enjoying learning in lessons just because you've chosen to have her be one step ahead through online video tuition. As a parent, I'm not strong in maths. How will I know if my child is making progress? That is built into the video online. There are tests. Yours is to check the scores. The answers are there self-marked. Check the scores. Okay, what does he get out of 20? If your child is getting 18 out of 20, that's good. If he's getting 6 out of 20, you have reason to ask them to repeat again and to be more serious in their learning and to redo their concepts. Of course, it's possible that your child could use this particular concept he's not understanding well to also go and ask the same questions at school. Online video does not, online learning, we're not saying completely rules our school. They can work together, okay? So if you're not good in maths, don't worry. The lessons checklist, the lessons test will always give you a chance to know if your child is making progress or not. We have school, this parent says we have school homework and activities. Can online learning really fit into our schedule? Yes. Flexibility. Online learning is flexible. You can fit any time when, even in holidays where you have some 30 minutes to spare, the child can sit down and do some learning. Okay? Any time when you're free, it can be squeezed in as opposed to bringing in the tutor. Okay? Excuse me. The last question here. What happens if we invest and the child doesn't improve? A very good question. We do stand behind this course. With consistent effort, students do improve. But if you, after following the program, you don't see progress, Police Academy works with you to make it right because we believe results should not be left to chance. Remember, we pointed out that maths is generally difficult, and the issue why we are supporting a new strategy, online tuition, is because we want the levels of pass mark to go up, and that is our main goal. We'll be so happy to have your children improve and have another way of escaping failure apart from the traditional modes of learning. Last but not least, we already pay for a private tutor. Why should we need this as well? Answer: tutors are great, but they are not available all the time. Okay, 24/7. Police Academy gives your child instant access to lessons anytime. The child might be saying this is the time he wants to find out what he didn't understand in school. He'll go to the pharmacy and check that particular topic. A child might be having a homework he cannot sort out. He'll go to online videos and it will help him sort out that particular topic. The tutor can only be coming on Saturday or sometimes when the child is very tired. Okay? If we decide to join, how soon can my child start learning? Oh, immediately. The moment you click the button below, you'll get instant access to your first module. Thank you very much for attending this session, and I wish you all the best mathematical success. Have a good day. Thanks.